just chilling in the dark, kind of thinking about stuff, recovering. I worked biceps and triceps pretty intensely. And the thing that brought me to the decision where I was like, I'm not dieting anymore, is I just suddenly realized what was happening. I realized that the food is poisoned. And we all know that. Anybody who's awake and anybody who's been following this shit, you have to be living under a rock or hiding from the fact to not see that. The other thing is there's microplastics in the food. Water is contaminated. Our bodies are reacting, and they're reacting in ways where people are going gray super early. I mean, you could say that's always been the case, but when you look throughout history, it's been very different. People have been starkly different over different decades, different periods. So, different periods of time. And I realized I'm like, what I'm experiencing is a direct ramification of a toxic, imbalanced society, and I have to keep being me. When I come back to myself, as I did 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it's the same conclusion. It is that I need to build. I need to build myself up. I need to take in adequate calories. I need to take in nutrition. I need to focus in on my protein, focus in on all the micronutrients and the nutrients I need to take in, which I do every single day. And when I added it up, it's like things shouldn't be this difficult to where you have to completely starve yourself away, walk 8 hours a fucking day, right? And then get to this place where you're so empty and you're so void and you're so like lacking in nutrients. And it's like, so you get into this place where you realize this is partly media indoctrination on a social engineering level, but it's also that they really are messing with food quality, and we know that food quality has dropped. The people who really want to look at this and go, let's take the very best products and the best brands and go, test them in double-blind studies, inter-rater reliability studies. Nobody's testing the low-quality shit that the rest of us are eating. Okay, so my answer is to listen to my body and just let it go and to train. And what I realized is I wasn't training nearly like I used to. I wasn't training heavy enough. I wasn't training with enough resistance. I wasn't challenging myself. All of these ridiculous channels that give no advice at all. I watch Tom DeLore, I watch Mark Smelly Bell, I watch all these people and have for quite a while, and I've never learned jack shit from these people. Dr. Berg, there's Eckberg. I mean, there's so many of these people, and you might feel like, oh wow, this is good information. And then when you walk away from it and you actually apply this in a practical notion, and you're taking it every single day. I mean, I've done supplements for months and months at a time and seen almost like no effect. Am I going to keep taking trimethylglycine? Yeah. Am I going to keep taking creatine? Yes. But as far as these things, these claims that are made, they're going to make so little difference. And the only time that you are going to make a difference is when there's this cost, like if you're to do anabolic steroids, or if you're going to do ancillary supplies that are based around anabolic steroids, or to get into like growth hormone or insulin. That's the time when you're going to see profound changes, but you're also going to see negative shifts and changes happen with your own physiology and your health as well, right? And so it's about taking a mature mindset, thinking about things maturely, doing your very best, but you should always be in the phase, in the stage, in a state of mind where you are focused on building your cells up. And that really comes back to a state of natural bodybuilding. And there wasn't a time where I could actually effectively get rid of the side boob fat or the love handles. Even when I started down and it looked like they were all gone, there was still something there, like 150 fucking something pounds, So, and after like a year and a half of just constant. So finally, when you exhaust yourself and you try all these other methods and you're applying like this new science, you get to this point where you go, fuck it, I'm building. Fuck it, I'm eating. Fuck it, I'm building myself into strength, and I'm eating to boost my testosterone. I'm not listening to anybody. I'm not allowing myself to get indoctrinated. I'm not going along with the narrative anymore, So this little video here is very pertinent. You can hear it if you want to. But it's also the opinionation as I'm listening to people and I'm listening to these podcasts and channels. And the only ones that I feel like I get anything out of are the ones that are really making headway and getting ever closer and doing a lot of research in the ways of looking at these secret societies. That's honestly the only thing that I'm interested in. As far as bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding, PEDs, training people, I got that down years ago. I achieved everything that I wanted to, and I walked away from it. And the strange thing is when you start putting other people before you and you're no longer living in this temporal, corporeal, carnal mindset, the first thing that happens is you're not training anymore. So it feels really good to get my body back, to stop wasting my time existentially on others that don't appreciate your time. They never will. And I'm not like bitter in the sense that I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing what I should have done all along. And so it gets back into these secret societies, the guilt trips that people try to put on you. And absolutely, I can tell you that it's highly important to self-sacrifice. And it's also highly important, like working a muscle, to learn that now that you've self-sacrificed and you've ended up with nothing, you have now given yourself full leave, right, from that to be able to focus entirely and 100% on building yourself up to fullness, to strength, building yourself up through the endocrine system, building and boosting up your neural hormones and becoming your very best, right? So there is a reason, there is a cause. It's not a waste of time, but you have to see the cycles and go through the cycles. Don't listen to anybody flipping tarot cards. Don't listen to any divining people into witchcraft or Druidism. Don't try to join up with any secret societies and try to take shortcuts. Do your very best. Focus in on your training, right? Focus in on making yourself as strong as you possibly can. Stick to the fundamentals and go back to the old way of doing things. That's my advice to everybody.